This is Rose.
This is Marie.
These are not our names.
Not at all.
Or our ages.
Nope. All right.
We're lying.
Yes. All right, so we wanted to talk about self-confidence and bullying. And how to deal with that. We've got 3 major reasons and 3 major things to help
All
with
that
those.
happen.
So,
Do you want to
get
start with
started? Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the things that you can do if you're being verbally abused or physically at school, we'll probably do another video about at home, but is to help somebody else out who you see in a similar situation. So that, for one, it's always good to help other people, just in general. And 2, it also brings that outside of your body and lets you support, use the other person as a support system for yourself. So if you see somebody being, yelled at or called names,
or just really bullied in general, you should definitely try and stand up and help that other person. Because a lot of things are going around like, stop bullying, and they say go to teachers or go to parents, when yes, that can be a good idea, but it also doesn't always help. One of the best, personally, I feel like, if somebody is sitting there bullying somebody, they themselves aren't feeling good about themselves, so they're going to try and take somebody else down to make them feel better. So if you go ahead and stand up and be like, hey, you can't do that, that's not cool, knock it off, I honestly think that'll help you and the other person who's in the situation.
Absolutely. All right. Number 2 is basically being a
Walking
fuck
you
to the people who are hurting you. And that is just complete defiance. I don't care, and show it. They say something to you and you tell them to go off and they'll stop, trust me. As long as it's not, as long as they don't feed off your reaction.
Yeah. So instead of say, okay, there is going to be some cussing in this video. It's just going to happen. So say somebody, say this isn't her, and she tells me that I'm a bitch. Instead of getting all upset and being like, oh, I really am, I should be like, and why the fuck do I care about your opinion? Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're not my friend. You're not somebody who I care about or should care about. And you clearly don't care about me.
Yeah. You can also give them false flattery or just complete sass. Like, oh, you little bitch, they say to you. And you can just be like, oh my God, you noticed.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to take that generally if they are somebody who feeds off of your weakness. Now, if there's someone who feeds off of you just having a reaction of any kind,
the best thing to do is just walk away.
Just walk away. Ignore them completely, and they'll get over it.
It's like they're not there.
Yeah. Okay. And number 3. Why don't you tell them how this is gonna play out?
Number 3 is after you get home from school or wherever you're being bullied, as long as it's not at home, is how to make yourself feel better and kind of how to deal with it. So she's a very poetic person. She writes poetry and songs. I do some of that kind of stuff. I'm not very poetic. So what I do, if you're not a very poetic person like that, I just take a piece of paper and a pen and honestly just write down how I'm feeling, like I'm talking to somebody. That is if you don't have a fantastic friend to go and talk to, but if you do have a friend that you can go and talk to, definitely do that.
Yeah, I still would suggest you do both, because it's always good, and then you can look back and you look at what you wrote down, whether it's a poem or a song or just venting your emotions. Sometimes doing art also helps, doing it visually, if that's something that helps you. You don't have to be good at it.
No.
It's okay. You can scribble, you can throw things. It's okay.
I throw things.
So just get it out of your head and get it somewhere where you can look at it and really know how you feel about it. I also just suggest listening to music. Don't listen to music that's going to make you more upset. I do this, where if I'm feeling sad, I listen to sad music and it makes me even more sad, or I'm angry, and so Don't do that. If you're feeling upset, listen to things that are going to bring your spirits up, things that make you happy.
See, personally, I do agree with that. But say I'm mad or somebody's being a complete asshole to me, I listen to like heavy thrasher music that's angry and that kind of stuff, and then I try to lighten my mood.
Yeah.
Because for me, the thrasher music just helps get it out of my system, and then I can bring my spirits up.
Yeah, and the most important thing is just whatever works for you. So if
Yeah.
that works for you, do that. If it doesn't, don't. Try a few things out, test some things.
Yeah.
I'm also going to actually suggest that you listen to Sarah Kay. She's a spoken word poet, and it's very therapeutic.
And her last name is spelled K-E-Y.
Yeah. And Sarah with an H.
We can put some links in the description to some of her poetry.
Below. And it's very accessible. You don't need to know anything about poetry. You don't need to even really like poetry that much. It's not something that it's dependent on that. But I suggest you look at that if it's something you're interested in.
Her poems have definitely helped me through some hard times.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other poets and songwriters and things that are out there that can really help and be an inspiration. So, we ready to go?
I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say. I think I'm good.
Okay. Well.
So if you guys have any questions or problems and seek advice or help, leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best, or she will do her best, to get back to you.
Absolutely. Or both of us. So.
That's a possibility too.
All right. Love you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.
Feel better.